Instead, by telling yourself a new story about whatever is happening, you are shifting your emotions of you, the character. Before my NDE, I was depressed. I didn't like who I was. I believed that my friends judged me. I was self-conscious about my body. I had beliefs that I would be ridiculed if I were to express myself the way I truly wanted to, and really the list goes on. After my NDE, I felt the same way. That is, these beliefs about myself were still there. However, I now saw this to be a truth which needed to shift if I were to ever be truly happy. This story of myself was the same as saying, this is who I believe myself to be. So I began to tell a different story about myself. One that was more uplifting, loving, exciting. One where I felt free to express my creativity. A story of self-love and confidence. One of praising myself in moments of victory. And learning how to pull myself back up when I had crashed. This video, the story I'm telling you now, comes from an author who felt his only choice was to write a horror story, and who believed he didn't have the choice, nor the skills, or the talent to write a love story. And like any author will tell you, you just have to start writing. So I had to start writing this new love story anyway. This story is for you, to remind you of your strength and skill, to write any story about yourself and your life that you choose. Maybe you believe right now that you're not good enough or deserving to be happy, which I certainly believed before and immediately after my accident. I began to rewrite my story, telling myself I was happy, that people liked me, and that opportunities for creative pursuits were abundant. And because I wrote a new story, sometimes chapters taking weeks through the drafting and the editing process, because I wrote a new story, my life also began to shift and change. Telling yourself a new story is what opens the creative centers in your brain, allows you to take action. It opens your heart and also gives you a new perception of any circumstance that is happening. It becomes your new truth, this new story of you. You know, we're not denying the fact that your life might be difficult right now. It's important to look at that, to feel your way through it, whether that be heavy emotions. But instead, by telling yourself a new story about whatever is happening, you are shifting your emotions of you, the character. And the story, the plot, also begins to shift. Perhaps you feel alone right now, or that no one really wants to be around you. You could show yourself, you could tell yourself instead how wonderful it is to be alone. All the creative pursuits you could do without interruptions or distractions, whatever these creative pursuits are, as an example. So this will give you a space to like yourself more. And when you truly like yourself, others will just automatically want to be around you. Perhaps you're heartbroken from a recent breakup or from a long-term relationship. You know, you can tell yourself that this is a good thing because now you can be free to be yourself again, or that now you are allowing a space for someone even better for you to come into your life. The same can be true if you've recently been let go of from a job. So these are just a few examples of what you can do or how you can shift or rewrite your new story. But you are the author, the one who makes the decision to gear and steer your story in any direction you choose. This is actually how we consciously participate in expanding our own consciousness, how truth expands. And this is the same as creating a new truth for yourself and for your life. May you write your story the way you like it. And if even that seems too hard right now, may you find the gift, anything, to appreciate within your current circumstance. Thank you. I love you. and take care for now. Bye.